Hey guys, welcome back to Final Fantasy. We are taking on the Hellfire Chasm today, and I've decided I'm going to record this entire episode as a post-commentary thing because the encounter rate in these dungeons is crazy. So with this level, and a few others, it's basically just a very lava-filled area, which means not a lot of enemy encounters, but it means we're going to be losing a lot of health. I have a map that shows where all the treasure chests might appear, because treasure chest appearance is pretty random in this dungeon. And every of them, pretty much. But I'm going to check out where all of them are. The first one, whatever it was, we couldn't hold anymore. In this one, we have a cockatrice claw. I think that inflicts stone or something. I'm not sure, because I never used it. And this time I realized I went the wrong way, and there are some enemies from the previous dungeon, like the Catoblepods, which we only saw in the Endless Desert area. And they're still really weird looking to me. Like, they're just gray, and it's awkward. I don't know. They look like lizards, I think. I think that's what the sprite is from, too, but they have like 6 legs, and I don't know. But we got a remedy. So we gotta keep making our way around. I don't think there are really many other encounters on this map that are worth mentioning. See, like that one. I don't even remember what it was. But the way out is to go through this way past that weird-looking rock. And I'm gonna heal up before I take on the next level because I lost a lot of health on the lava floor. Well, not a lot, but enough that I was a little worried. And yeah, we're using the regular potions first, and then when those run out, we switch to high potions and stuff because I want to use the non-magical things before I worry about them. And this level is pretty similar. It's another lava maze. Not exactly a maze, it's more like just an open area with some chests that we don't have room to hold items for. But yeah, this dungeon is, the bosses of this dungeon are very inspired by Final Fantasy IV, much like how the previous one had bosses from 3. And I think some of the floors are relatively inspired by 4, but I'm not sure on that, because I know the previous dungeon had floors directly lifted from 3, but I don't really recall, and 4 is actually one of the ones I've beaten. Like, I haven't even beaten 3, but I know, because like the first one, and this time I realized I went the wrong way, and there was no chest there, so I have to go all the way around. But yeah, I don't remember if any of the floors from 4 are here, and I just checked that chest twice because I have terrible short-term memory. And now we have to go through this long tunnel of just lava. It's not very fun, honestly. But the music's not bad. And there's the staircase, and we're gonna heal up again because it's what I do. I want to make sure everyone is at their best, and even Fooper actually managed to lose enough health that the potions healed him exactly to perfect health without having to waste any of the potion, you know? Which I thought was pretty cool. We had to use like, what, 7 or 8 on Tadpole? Step up, come on, you have the least health. I'm kidding. So, and there's one more, but this one is actually more of a maze. And right now I'm checking my map because this one was a bit weird. And the map I was using didn't have any of the chests laid out, but this is more like the maze from the, what was it called? The Mount Gulg. I think the second floor was a maze like this, kinda. It had a maze in the top with some chests that was completely optional. But for this map, basically, if you go to the top left and follow this wall, and just kinda go down it, and then I think near the end you want to split off to the left. Yeah. And you can see the exit down there, but there's a chest there that I realized I missed, so I went back for it because I am a... well, I like to do stuff. And I don't think there's any... Yeah, there's a Mind Plus. That is actually an item that will raise one character's intelligence. And I used it on Coffee Night because Tadpole had 999 magic, and I thought intelligence would be a factor of that, and I don't think it was, in retrospect, which is a little sad, but you know what, it's not too big of a deal. So, we're just kind of making our way downtown. And there's the exit. In the next map, ooh, this is the False Overworld. Now, in this dungeon, there are 3 different variants of the False Overworld, and you have a chance of getting one of them during your run-through. Basically, the first thing you want to do is find a pirate. I mean, there's a ship here you can get on, but it's whatever, because if you go in this map... Oh yeah, I forgot I ran into yellow ogres, which were kind of new. I don't think they were too much of a challenge, but they're weird looking, so I put them in anyways. Yeah, they're going down in one hit. Even Tadpole's taking them down in one hit. That's the power of that knife thing he's got that I forgot the name of. But yeah, down to the south on this map, there's a pirate who, did I go the right way? Yeah, right there. He's on the fake Overworld. And he says, "Not all places can be reached by boat, and it's the treasure in those places that I just can't get to. You supposedly reach them with a canoe or an airship. I've also heard that using levastone at the oasis in the deserts can raise an airship from the sands. But that doesn't do much good. I don't have a bloody levastone." We do. We have one from way back when, from the ice cavern, which, oh hey, there's a python. But the ice cavern was a pain. Sometimes. Pythons were just weak snakes, I guess. Or maybe not weak, but they're weak compared to us. So right now, we're heading back to the ship. And when we do that, we're basically going to find our way to the oasis. It's in a random spot, kinda. There's a death elemental that looks like a wind elemental. It probably casts death, but we don't give it that opportunity because why would we? And I believe, yeah, it's technically kind of to the north, but this is a wraparound map, so you can go south too and still reach it. It's right there. See the tree over there? Yeah. And now we're gonna have to watch that cutscene again from way back when, which is kind of neat. I mean, it's not a terrible cutscene, but it's a bit repetitive, I guess. I don't know. I didn't skip through it though because it's not too long, you know. Just watching the sand open up, split apart, and then in the shadows you can see the airship rising. And I like the details on the airship actually in this cutscene. Like it looks almost like a temple, I think. At least the middle part does. And there are cannons that never really get used. It's just a neat cutscene, I guess. And it's raining sand. And now, sand is closing. And now the airship, well, it's going to say in a second, we've obtained an airship that we're going to use only for this floor of the dungeon. Because you only have one, you only ever run into one of the overworlds. And there it is. And even though it's on sand, which I talked about earlier, we can't land on sand. So what I'm doing now is I'm looking for the chest because the exit's right there. Like there would be a chest on that moon isle, and then there should be one over there. Yeah. I like how the chests also kind of pop up in 3D. And we got another silver apple. I'm pretty sure you can guess who I'm giving that to. And another chest which has something I have too much of. Oh well. And then there's one in the middle of a lake, or whatever, so we have to use our canoe and get into a battle on the one little square of land, and there's a giant's tonic. I think those were sold at the caravan, where we got the bottled fairy. And there was one more area where a chest might appear, but it was barren, so we're just heading back to the exit. And I believe this is going to be the 5th floor, which is a boss lair. Yep. So this level actually only has 2 bosses on it. There's one to the north and one to the south. We're going to take on the south one first. Both of the enemies on this level have a elemental magic weakness that we will be exploiting. But down here, we're going to go ahead and heal up before we talk to him. Heal up to maximum too because, well, that's useful. And same goes for our magics, I think. Do we? I don't even remember. Nope, we're not healing magics. Nope, wait, we're saving. Okay, cool. It's weird trying to remember what I did. But let's talk to the blue flame.
You're just in time, my little playmates. It gets so lonely here, won't you keep me company?
And this is Cagnazzo, which was a water... It's basically the water fiend of Final Fantasy IV, because it used a similar kind of fiendy thing. So the first thing we're going to do is buff up our fighters, because that's what we always do, and then punch this guy in the face. I think he has like 4,000 health. I don't remember though off the top of my head. And yeah, we're just doing our regular stuff. Now we're tempering up Ryuko. Yeah. And Cagnazzo just looks really weird, like a turtle with claws and a humanoid face, and it's all blue. And that did... Okay, it's probably got more than 4,000 health then. And it just casts Tsunami. That's actually a spell that the final boss of this game casts. And it's painful. Like, it did about 200 to 300 damage approximately, which isn't great. So we're gonna hasten up Ryuko. In this turn, we actually went ahead and I'm gonna try to cast Thundaga, but I don't think it hits, because basically Ryuko punches this, or Fooper punches this guy in the face, makes him the dead. And with that, Cagnazzo is deaded. Of course, the bosses of these dungeons don't give any experience or gil, but we got a light curtain, which is neat. So let's head up. And I think next time on Final Fantasy, we're going to take on the next 5 floors. Oh, by the way, this little portal up here up top is an exit if you want to leave the dungeon, but the staircase takes you further down, which is what we're doing. I think first I'm going to save, because I just beat a boss, yeah. And next time on Final Fantasy, we're going to continue exploring the Hellfire Chasm. See you then, guys. Take care.